Heroes in Overwatch are some of the most meticulously designed and well-crafted characters in the business. Here are 24 characters that either evolved into the heroes we know and love today, or got left on the cutting room floor. Number 1. Brit. Brit uses a pistol, support mech, and attack mech. She is believed to be the prototype of the tank hero D.Va due to the similarities in their abilities. She actually appears in-game on a billboard for the virtual travel agency on the Kanezaka map. Number 2. Bruiser. Bruiser is a robot whose main abilities are wrist chain guns. He's believed to be the concept that evolved into Bob due to the four-eyed robot design similarities, and the chain guns, of course. Number 3. Firestarter. Firestarter is a mech warrior character that uses the abilities Slag Gun, Molotovs, and Eruption. The Slag Gun in particular could have been a prototype for Torbjorn's Molten Core. If you look at the description for Molten Core, it describes shooting pools of molten slag. So, there you go. Number 4. Frost. To balance out the fire-based abilities of Firestarter, the team created Frost with the abilities Ice Axe, Ice Patch, and Ice Wall. The prototype connection is strong here as Frost's ability Ice Wall eventually ended up with Mei in the final game. Number 5. Helio. A member of the support class, Helio used the abilities Healing Light, Protection, and Electric Maces. Although he doesn't appear in-game, he does show up in the animated short Recall with some slight armor adjustments. Number 6. Hivemind. Hivemind is a lightning gun-wielding, bioengineered concept that seems to have been placed in a variety of different heroes in-game. His EMP pulse ability may have inspired the EMP and hacking abilities in Sombra's moveset. Although his color scheme is closer to Moira's, his physical design with the large tech armor protruding from his head most similar to Sigma. Number 7. Huntress. One of the strongest connections so far from prototype to hero is Huntress to Hanzo. Huntress's abilities are Crossbow, Multi-Shot, and Imbue Shot. The crossbow got turned into a bow for Hanzo, Multi-Shot got reworked to Storm Arrows, and while I don't know exactly what the Imbue Shot would entail, it sounds very similar in concept to Hanzo's Sonic Arrow. Number 8. JetPack Cat. One of the most cataloged unused heroes in the Overwatch mythos, JetPack Cat was introduced to the world during an interview with ex-Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan by GameSpot's illustrious managing editor and After Dark host, Timur Hussain. Then there was this one hero that was a huge internal debate on the team because we just loved it so much but couldn't make it. It was this jetpack and it had this cat that laid in it, like a cat does. Then every once in a while it would paw at the controls. It was a cat in a jetpack. Although fans would never get the chance to play as the frisky feline, JetPack Cat is a part of the greater Overwatch canon. In early stages, senior lore designer Michael Chu stated that Torbjorn has a particularly interesting cat, and who knows what stuff Torbjorn has lying around. JetPack Cat would have been a shop cat for Torbjorn as part of his lore. When Bridget Lindholm was introduced as a new hero in 2018, her lore video shows her family with a fluffy white cat, which she eventually ended up making an entire set of armor for. Although not the same cat, it is confirmed that the initial idea for Bridget's pet came from JetPack Cat. Number 9. Luke. The outwardly demonic Luke, presumably short for Lucifer, uses the abilities Chainsword, Spawn Minions, and Flame Strike. The only connective tissue I can find to the actual game is that Flame Strike is similar to Reinhardt's Fire Strike ability. Number 10. Mama Hong. Mama Hong is a character with only one known ability: manslaughter. Her design was supposedly based off of the landlady from Kung Fu Hustle and was one of the most controversial heroes among the dev team to be added into the game. She was taken out of the running by Wrecking Ball. Number 11. McCloud. McCloud is a Scottish hero with the abilities Claymore, Only One, and Stampede. Only One refers to the Outlander series of books and TV show, and in the Ashelon Club on King's Road, there's a painting with Scottish characters with blue face paint. The main subject on horseback is strikingly similar to the McCloud concept art. His depiction on horseback could also allude to his Stampede ability. Number 12. Overmind. Overmind has the abilities Dark Matter Gun, Void Spear, and Absorb. They're believed to be the inspiration for both Moira and Sigma's abilities, as well as a reference to the StarCraft universe. Number 13. Phoenix. The flamethrower-wielding, flying concept character stems from Jeff Kaplan's initial pitch for a rocket launch character. In addition to the Explode ability, an ability called Jetpack and Napalm Calldown were used during the pitch for Phoenix. Phoenix would be the inspiration for one of the earliest heroes developed, Pharah. Number 14. Phreak. Phreak derives her name from a portmanteau of phone and freak. In real life, phreaking is a slang term used in describing reverse engineering and hacking a phone system. Although not playable, she may exist in the current lore of Overwatch. During the beginning of the cinematic trailer for Overwatch, the Paris scene of the slideshow has a figure with Phreak written on the back of their jacket. Number 15, Praetor. Although he derives his name from an ancient Roman position, Praetor shares more in common with the most prominent American Overwatch hero. Both the Tri-Grenade and Hunter Vision are thought to be the precursors to Soldier 76's abilities, Helix Rocket and Tactical Visor. Praetor's final ability, Twin Cannons, as well as his fully armored look, are inspiration for the Talon Heavy Assault Infantry. Number 16, Psyblade. Not much is known about the development of Psyblade. Although somewhat similar to Widowmaker in appearance, her abilities Super Punch, Shockwave, and Backbreaker seem more in line with Doomfist's abilities. Her name comes from the Psyblade weapon in StarCraft. Number 17, Rashi. Other than her abilities Damage Beam, Strike, and Mass Heal, all that is known about Rashi is that her name refers to the signs in Hindu astrology, potentially linking her to Symmetra in-game. Number 18, Recluse. Recluse has been shown a few times over the development of Overwatch. She was part of a piece of concept art that was shown off at the DICE conference in 2017, where she is shown using her only known ability, Mouth Beam. She also has a potential second ability to spawn quadruped robots. Jeff Kaplan stated,
"Hero in the center is not the hero who you think it is,"
leading many to think she would be the 24th hero, who turned out to be Orisa. Number 19, Rumble. Speaking of Orisa, the character Rumble may be the precursor to the quadruped tank. Its abilities Siege Mode, Stationary Shield, and Energy Bolt are similar to Orisa's Fortify and Fusion Driver abilities. Number 20, Shield Guy. Shield Guy is the most nebulous of the bunch. Pitched to the team by artist Key Fang, Shield Guy was heavily armored, with a projected shield and beam weapon as part of the Talon Response Squad. The team couldn't seem to place him though, with his beam never feeling quite right in playtests, and silhouette not easily identifiable. Number 21, Troy. With his flail, charge, and shield, Troy is thought to be the influence for Bridget's abilities. Number 22, Watcher. Watcher's abilities featured a staff gun, transfusion, and teleport. Transfusion and Teleport are thought to be the main inspiration for Moira's abilities. Number 23, Wildebeest. Wildebeest has a storied past within the development of Overwatch. Starting in several promotional illustrations of the hero lineup for the game, he was featured in the Recall animated short alongside Winston and Helio. Elements of his design were used for Orisa, and his flail and shield combo would be worked into the Bridget hero design. Number 24, Yetzi. Yetzi is a play on the mythological beast, and the only hard and fast facts we have are his kit of Claws, Ice Storm, and Freeze Snap. Special note, Genji and Hanzo were originally one character just called Genji, that had both a sword and a bow. In the last 6 years, Overwatch's heroes have become some of the most iconic characters in video games, and it's been fascinating to explore all the different design elements and deliberate choices the team made to create such a unique roster of characters. With the addition of more heroes at launch and many more updates coming with Overwatch 2, I cannot wait to see what new types of heroes that Blizzard can cook up. Catch me on Twitter at StewieReviewy, and for everything Overwatch, keep it here at GameSpot.